Hey folks, a bit of an update as a follow-up to the video I posted yesterday about hosting an Aurora Models Group Build. Now, if you're of my generation or thereabouts and built model kits when you were young, way back when, you don't need an introduction to Aurora or Aurora Models. They were a powerhouse in the 50s and 60s, then started a slow but inevitable decline and finally went out of business, shut down by successive owners, but then have been revived, or some of the kits, through reissues. But for those of you who are substantially younger, or grew up elsewhere, Aurora may be a bit of a mystery. So just to give a bit of a brief summary of what I've found in terms of the availability of Aurora and its spin-off kits. Well, I went to scalemates.com and just did a quick search to see how many Aurora full kits, and this includes Aurora subsidiaries and Aurora affiliates and related companies who reissued Aurora kits, the full kits, what's in this ScaleMates database. 1,673 full kits are listed there. And that breaks down to 697 aircraft, 391 vehicles, 90 humans, 171 in the fiction category, 173 ships, 34 kits in the nature category, 46 in science fiction, 20 in space, 15 kits in missiles, 14 guns. There's a lot of variety. In terms of what's out there in the marketplace, I just quickly searched eBay USA. I did not break down between bidding kits and those that are on Buy It Now. So this is the US eBay site. It listed over 2,200 Aurora plastic model kits. The breakdown in terms of the price range, there were 753 results under $30 for the item, 519 results for $30 to $50, and 1,000 plus for over $50. Yes, over the years, there are some collector's items among Aurora kits. A lot of that has to do almost with the vintage collector value of the box, not necessarily what's inside the box. I honestly don't know how those things go because I don't buy kits that way. But there are plenty in what I would consider to be a moderate price range. Another site I checked just quickly is oldmodelkits.com, which of course he's a distributor or a retailer who basically buys vintage kits from around the US and elsewhere, inventories, assesses them in terms of quality, and then relists them for sale. There are over 200 Aurora kits on that site. Prices, of course, vary. They're going to probably run a little bit more kit per kit than you would find in a comparable listing on eBay, whether that's eBay US or eBay UK or eBay elsewhere. But what you are going to get is the assurance that that kit has been fully inventoried in terms of the completeness of the kit and the actual quality of what's inside. Although that site does spend a lot of time talking about the quality of the box itself, because yes, a lot of people buy these things to collect unopened or sealed boxes. Okay, that's another story. So that's a little bit about the availability. There are a lot of kits out there. And ScaleMates is a good source for looking at the history. If you're not familiar with Aurora, I mentioned the book that I'm going to be using is the Bible in terms of just checking eligibility if we go forward. But there's a lot of availability out there. Everybody's got their own price point. So I just wanted to make that clear, especially for anybody who's been considering this, but going, who the heck's Aurora? What did they make? And where can I find a kit? So I hope that helps. I will make a decision about launching the group build officially at the beginning of next week. And for anybody who's already ordered a kit, well, that's okay, because I think you'll be happy if you've got a little bit of a love for nostalgia and doing something of a vintage nature. I'm not going to make a comparison with any other company that you might have done that with in the past. You're still a winner. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.